Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of iCast Fireball, an actual play 5e D&D adventure where we go through the campaign Skulls and Shackles. My name is Thomas, your DM for this adventure, and around the table we have...
Lieutenant Ignis Harkon.
Maximus Shuns.
Chozo Lebec.
And Buster Bilgewater.
After a climactic encounter with Desna, the goddess of luck, chaos, and also the giver of the first Deck of Many Things cards, which had completely transformed Max's life, Max decided not to take her up on her offer to use her interdimensional, interplanar pools of travel and instead forge his own path with his crew. Desna, curious to see where things would go, gave him a magic item which would lead him to a pool of power, another source to travel through the planes of existence and hopefully end up in the first world and find Ataraxia. Our crew along the way planned, for they discovered through Buster's divination much enemies between them and this pool, not only the githyanki but dragons as well. And although these dragons aren't ancient, dragons be dragons, and they be formidable in any form. As this crew has planned to Tokyo drift their way into the portal, we join on this week's episode of iCast Fireball. As Buster has changed the silvery barb into... Is it facsimile of a dragon? Would that be the appropriate word for that?
Like a child's drawing of what a dragon boat would look like.
Well, facsimile implies a certain amount of accurate
Looks
reading.
like, yeah.
It's supposed to be.
Poor facsimile.
Oh, I just looked at the definition. A facsimile is an exact copy, especially of written or printed material. Mm-hmm. So, yes, a facsimile of a red dragon as you approach the githyanki. We'll call it outpost, for it truly is an outpost, not necessarily one that is right next to the main city of the githyanki, but one which they are seeking to use this power for their own means. So, understanding that they will be approaching this location within 12 hours or so. And with the plan in place, the hours tick by as they prep and in eager anticipation be on the lookout. I need everybody roll me a d6, please.
Here we go.
And it most likely will not be the only time this session. Chozo.
1.
Max.
4.
Ignis.
3.
And Buster.
5.
Okay.
Nice spread.
We're all over the place.
It's a nice spread. It's pretty good. I forgot if I said this before, but everybody has gotten the benefits of long rest because it's a 2-day journey from Desna's stronghold, right? From the castle. So you have spell slots, you have your hit points. Now, not only do you encounter strange things in the astral plane, the biggest being probably the most strange, despite meeting Desna, is the presence of a dead god's corpse floating through the astral plane. One which is almost seems as big as a continent from a distance, which Chozo clued you in on. There's just this thrumming from the compass that Max has as it's getting more consistent. And you're just feeling just this anticipation as you get to as you are approaching further and further. Real quick, Max, you have the highest passive perception, don't you?
I do.
Great. You see off to the side,
Port or starboard?
Starboard, amidst the floating gas and the occasional boulders, smack dab in the middle of this expanse, you see this strange bubble, and it's translucent, but it does kind of shine and shimmer. How high is your passive perception? Is it 19 or is it above 20?
19.
Okay, 19. You see in this bubble not people, But it is a large bubble, and there are items in there. But from your current vantage point, it is difficult to see exactly what is in there.
How far away is it?
It's about 100 feet away.
Could I get out my far glass and without using its super ability, because that's seeing up to 10 miles away?
You see the atomic level.
It has a lock on it. I don't know what it is, but
Does
it's
it have
got a
an
lock.
exclamation point over the top of it?
Could I just use that, potentially see what's in the bubble?
Yes, you can. I will have you roll a perception check, but with advantage here, because you're using a far glass.
Perception. That's 23.
Okay. Yeah, despite its shimmering splendid to it, there are moments where you can see directly through it, and there's not a liquid in it, but the contents inside this bubble are floating around and sort of like occasionally like bump into each other before they like drift away. And you see a chest, you see a lot of books, you see some what appear to be random knickknacks, a table, a chair, clothing. You see doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it, but you see a lot of stuff in here.
I'll call Chozo over and just explain to him what I'm seeing and ask him, do you have any idea, based on your previous experience, what the heck is that?
I think that depends on my history check, perhaps.
All right. Let's have you roll an Arcana check.
Arcana check.
Do you feel like his time in astral plane before would give him advantage?
No.
Okay, 17 Arcana.
Okay. 17 Arcana. Yeah. You have heard of this. Never have you come across it before. But where do the contents of a portable hole or bag of holding go? They go to the astral plane.
Holy crap.
And you seem to have stumbled amongst the 0.0001% chance of stumbling upon somebody else's portable hole or bag of holding.
We rolled those d6s very well, guys. Well done.
Oof.
It's not the chest of emotional baggage, presumably.
It's our own.
You'd have
We're going to steal our own stuff.
Yeah, we don't have a table. We don't have a table and chairs in there. That would be crazy if we found our own.
You were drawn to it. No.
Interesting.
I share that with the captain. So we are pilots. Is this ours now?
I mean, he kind of looks around. Is there, are there consequences to popping the bubble? Or is it going to suck us into it and we're stuck in a bag of holding?
Oh, those are good questions.
I am wise. It's one of my stats as a ranger.
I am not wise.
These are good questions, in fact.
I assume you're getting closer to the bubble, yes?
Yeah, I mean, we should at least take a closer look at it, right?
Yeah, for sure. Are we far enough away from the githyanki camp and stuff that we're not needing to watch for scouts? Or
Yes.
if so,
Yeah.
that would be what Ignis would be doing.
You're
But-
still another 7 to 8 hours away.
Oh, okay.
A dragon's not gonna.
I assume that this was on the outside of their. Okay, sorry.
No. Yeah, if it was close to the camp, they would not have left this there.
They would have done what we're about to do.
Oh. There's a note floating in there that says if anybody happens to come across this astral plane, please don't steal my stuff.
I mean, are there any identifying sort of objects inside?
As you get closer, yeah, you should be able to, because everything's floating around. So the longer you look at it, the more you're going to be able to see all the contents, right? And as you dock next to it, it is a very interesting sight. It is just a shimmering bubble that you can see through. It's you feel like you could almost pop it if you were to touch it.
I detect magic.
All right.
Force Arcane and Magic's Wake are as proclaimed, both school source and make. So I want to know what kind of magic this bubble is made of. And if it's made of, what is the wording?
Abjuration.
Abjuration, yeah. That's what I would make me wary. But if it's transmutation I think I'm less worried. But if it's abjuration.
So this is going to be conjuration.
Okay.
Because that's the typical magic inherent with like a bag of holding or portable hole to conjure it to another location is the idea behind it.
Okay, so Buster will tentatively say, I think we can reach it. There's nothing immediately offensive about the bubble itself. I don't detect any wards or, blowback. I doubt it's as fragile as it looks because it's of magic make. But probably good to be cautious. But
I'm just wondering, like, do we reach in and try and grab it? If we try and pop it, is it going to explode and just shoot it back to the material plane? Like, I don't know the
I don't think it will pop.
Ins and outs.
That's not my gut, is that it'll pop. I think it's like,
Your gut is that a bubble won't pop.
I mean, if it's soapy enough, it won't pop. If there's enough
soapy
magic,
bubbles.
it won't pop.
Yeah. Well, I think I happen to have an idea of who might be able to test this for us. And I snap my fingers and Phazon, my owl, appears on my shoulder.
You're weird.
Yeah. So do we want to...
Oh, it's because it's an owl. That's why you said it weird.
Birds
Okay, all
calling
right.
birds, man.
It's a good joke. Now, do we want to...
Buster pats him on the back.
If we are worried that this thing might explode, should we maybe back up just a little bit before I send Phazon in to test the waters, as it were?
Sure. Yeah.
Yes. Back we go. Back.
It would have been nice if you'd said that before we got to it.
Ignis starts rowing backwards through the astral plane with her little oars.
Ignis, you start rowing backwards, and the ship responds in kind.
What a kind ship.
Nice.
You send your owl out, Chozo, yeah?
That I do.
And are you like, what did you command the owl to do? Just to sit on it, to try to fly through it, to peck it, to claw it?
I'm going to choose a particular item that would stand out to me as something significant and just ask him to bring it back for me.
All right, sounds good. And what kind of, this isn't a creature, correct? This is a magical force?
So,
Question mark?
it has the stats essentially of, like, I'm basically casting Find Familiar to turn one of my minor spirits into a familiar. So I believe this minor spirit, becomes a familiar. So it has all of the stats of an actual owl.
Okay, I'm thinking about okay. And Find Familiars have physical form. They are physically present as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's basically an owl that just has a little bit extra going on.
And it doesn't actually die if it's killed, right? Like it essentially can be re-summoned, yeah.
Okay. You send it out. There's a magic item. There's an item that you see. Well, it's just like a shiny necklace, right? That has a strange light pulsing from it. And you're like, that one. And it opens its mouth to chirp, and no noise comes out. And it just silently flies away and tries to go right through the bubble. And as it hits the barrier, I don't want to make your familiar comical, Ned, because that's not in the spirit of what you defined him to be.
I mean, horror and comedy are close bedfellows.
So it flies and flies, and if it were a cartoon character, it would do the traditional bird, wings splayed out, legs splayed out, and
I was thinking bird on a wire where it's just...
do the feathers just fall off it? No, as your bird tries to fly into it, it's immediately rebuffed, and like its head, like it kind of scrapes against this invisible force of the bubble, and like it has to veer off, and like, oh gosh, before flying around. Now, of course, your bird doesn't have to veer off; it could just stay present because this is the astral plane with no gravity. But it decides to veer off and come back.
Arrow? And I grab my bow off of my back.
Yeah, I had to feel it.
Yes, you can shoot an arrow at the bubble. Go ahead and roll an attack.
All right, let's do it. That is... Okay, math. My ranged attack modifier always changes, but currently it is... Okay, that's an 18.
Okay, roll damage.
Roll, all right. That is going to be 7 piercing damage.
7 piercing damage. Okay. As your arrow makes contact, you see the arrow hit the edge of it before bouncing off, like with some resistance. So like there's some opposite force, and your arrow just starts to drift lazily by it. But you see the outside of the bubble, like a small ripple, just kind of all around it.
Should I fire on it?
I moved the ship closer. I definitely moved the ship closer.
Okay. So Buster moves it back within range. All right. And you get a lot closer so you can study it. And you do see like more items that have just come back round in rotation. So like there are some noble clothes. There are some very fine dresses in here as well. Again, there seems to be a couple, like a jewelry box in there as well. So...
Oh, okay. Buster's interested now.
Just kind of a mixture of stuff in there.
Ignis will look at Bust as we're pretty close to it, right? With can your detect magic thing go through the barrier? Can you tell if any of that stuff is magical? If it's just clothes, we got clothes at other places. We even have gold in other places. But if there's anything magical in there, that might be worth trying to break into. If not, we really need to get back to Ataraxia.
That's true. Let's go save our friend. Ooh. A bubble.
Squirrel.
Okay, I guess I gotta touch it then. I mean, if I identify... But real quick, just because I need to satiate my own curiosity, I want to see if I can mage hand through it without resistance. I couldn't grab anything big, because it can't carry a lot, but maybe I could grab something. And the way he would typically cast, I think I've maybe mentioned this once, the way he does mage hand is he pushes his hand through the crook of his staff, and then when he retracts it, like there's kind of a wavy magical echo left of his hand. He goes to do that, and he's like, by craft command, and he kind of just holds his hand up in the air. He goes, summoned hand, and then he kind of tries to pull his hand away and see if it works.
And shockingly, it does. There, and like it works just as good as it when you had your staff. You're like, what the? And you're like, this is odd.
Okay, go ahead, buddy. And he like kind of commands the hand to go grab the jewelry box.
All right. It kind of starts to fly through the air, not too far, and it reaches the barrier of the astral. We'll call it the astral bubble. Let's have you. Well, hold on. Mage hand.
Hold on.
In the astral plane to get into a bubble of holding.
Let's have you roll your an intelligence skill check.
Arcana, would that make sense?
Not Arcana, just D20 plus your intelligence.
D20.
Since your intelligence is your spell casting modifier.
That's a +4, almost a 3, landed on a 17, 21.
21. Good heavens. 21. As you send your mage hand, it meets some resistance, and it like flattens its fingers around the outside, almost like cupping, and then it like starts to crawl with its fingers like all around it, and it's like, and then right around the area where Chozo shot the arrow, it like gets there and it like feels around.
Ooh.
And then it starts to like puts all of its fingers into like almost like a central point, and it kind of like goes back and forth. Yeah, and it begins to burrow straight through, and it passes through the bubble.
Can I add like a little bit of flavor to Mage Hand that I don't know that anyone has ever sought to express? I like to think Buster can still feel the hand like it's one of his hands. And so the whole time it's doing all that stuff, he goes, "Oh, this feels gross. Oh, okay. I guess that'll work, but I don't like this. Whoa, it's too wet. It's too wet."
Yeah.
Yep. But yes, your mage hand passes through.
Would not
the
recommend.
bubble.
Would not recommend this experience. I
And
think
it's
it is
floating
working.
around in the bubble, and it moves towards the jewelry box, grabs it, and slowly starts to pull itself back towards the area as it tries to pull
This
out.
is like this is like one of the claws at a vending machine, like one of those. Come on.
Yeah, the arcade.
Yeah. Don't drop it. Don't drop it right before you get it to the exit.
I'm gonna need you to roll it again. I'm gonna need you to roll that again.
This is the monkey trying to pull the banana out of the jar.
There you go.
Oh wait, another intelligence you said?
Another intelligence roll.
Here we go. That is a 7 plus 4, which is 11, right?
You want my inspiration?
Yes, I would take it if you'd like. It's just jewelry, though. I mean,
We don't know that.
we already know that it works. We could.
Smoke him if you
I'll
got
take
him.
your
I rolled
inspiration if you give it.
got 'em.
Okay.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
I take
Bet you
Ned's
won't.
inspiration.
There we go.
And get a 1.
I rolled 6.
Nice.
Nice even 10.
So,
nice and.
You feel the hand start like have some resistance, and Chozo goes, you could do it, and then you're like, and then
Here we go.
it's
gonna work. I've got it for sure. Ow! Come
it pops
on!
out of the bubble and it lets go of the jewelry box, making it float. But the jewelry box does open inside, and you see the contents of what's in the jewelry box now. But yeah, your hand is now out of the bubble, being unsuccessful to grab and pull an item out.
There were a dozen Ioun stones inside of the jewelry box.
All feathers.
A necklace of wishes. Well,
10 rock feathers.
Did I help? He says to the crew. Does that help at all? What I did?
Well, you know that you were able to pass through the barrier of the bubble.
In the location where the damage happened.
It's a weak spot.
what if we shot again at that weak spot? I'm doing it. I'm shooting. Here we go.
I'm also just realizing I have Misty Step in Dimension Door. I could
There's no air in
No,
there.
don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Chozo,
people-
don't. Living creatures should never enter a pocket dimension.
Max, you announced you were going to attack it, yes?
Yeah, I'm gonna attack the bubble.
Okay.
let's get
Sounds
one
good.
more
Go
arrow and see if that works.
I position the ship under the bubble, so if it completely pops, it falls on top of the boat.
It's in the astral plane. There's no gravity.
Oh yeah, I
Roll
forgot.
attack,
I
please.
forgot.
All right.
Maybe the stuff
Here we go.
doesn't know that.
This box. I don't know this world. 18 to hit.
All right, that's a hit. Go and roll damage.
Yeah. I'm going to mark it as favored photo. Slayer spray. No.
I've been hunting this bubble for ages.
I've been hunting this bubble my whole life. 10 damage.
10 damage. All right. Something to note, was this magical or non-magical?
Non-magical.
Okay.
Because
As you
Chozo's
fire this
thing
off-
was non-magical, so I'm just kind of following in kind.
As you fire off this bolt, you see it also meets resistance, but there is another ripple around the bubble.
Magic's going to be the best way to interface with this, I think.
I will shoot one more time with magic.
Very good. Go and roll an attack. It does have an AC, so I'm contractually obligated to ask for an attack roll.
22.
All right, there you go. Go and roll
What
your damage.
is the
with
magic?
your magic
What's
damage
the
here.
magic stuff again? I gotta look it up.
I think it's just a +1, but it makes it magic.
No, it adds a dice to it.
I forgot.
That's what you told me.
Forgive
My
me.
arcane crossbow. It adds an extra 2d4 plus 2. So technically it was a 23. Oh, critical hit. That's critical hits. It wasn't a critical hit. Okay. Never mind. It's just a +1. You're right.
It makes it arcane.
And it makes it arcane. Okay.
Yeah, it makes it considered magical.
That's 12 damage.
12. All right.
There's loads of stuff that has like the resistance or immunities to non-magical anything.
As you fire off this magical bolt, it impacts with the barrier of the bubble, which violently shakes. And actually starts to lose the form of a bubble itself and starts to stretch itself in chaotic ways, almost like it were I guess a writhing goo monster is the only thing I can really think of like it loses its spherical shape and just becomes chaotic patterns as it reacts to the damage before slowly coming back to a spherical shape. It has lost the shine of the bubble, though, and it is now more opaque than translucent.
I think you heard it.
Okay, what are we doing here, people?
All right, move aside. Magic is required. Buster's getting ready to cast a big spell, so if Ignis wants to interject, please.
I mean, she steps forward with Zowl in her hands with the idea of just trying to pry it open, but then Buster steps forward, and I think she maybe takes a step back. She's gonna let him do that.
Okay.
Ignis supporting with moving the ship, rowing it back and forth, being like, yep, all right, cool, yep.
There's this part of him that almost is like, I made the boat a dragon. I don't have a staff, but I bet I could cast magic still, and maybe better, like with will. And so like he goes, because his lines for lightning bolt is the science of a lightning bolt. So he starts to like do it, but he used to use his staff. So he starts to wave one hand in the air in circles, and he goes, heated air now ionizing. And he takes his other hand, snaps the finger with a little, try to create a spark. He goes, then a spark to charge my bolt of lightning. And he slams his hands together and pushes them basically at the center of that crack.
Great. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay, so lightning bolt.
Evocation, yeah?
Yes. Where is it? It's all the way down. There it is. Okay. I think it just takes the damage because it's a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, and it's a stationary object, so it fails. So go and roll damage.
That would be 8d6. 32 lightning damage.
32 lightning damage. Okay. As you cast, and you're just right through the center of it, right?
Yes.
As you cast this lightning bolt, you see the lightning course from Buster's fingers, almost like it were in slow motion, really taking in this moment here, right? And Buster, feeling strong and like this feels just like you had your staff. Like you don't know what changed. You must have changed. You must have been able to take on the magic on your own. And as the lightning it gets to the opaque barrier, and as it touches the opaque barrier, the bubble immediately, you've seen like a balloon or a bubble pop in slow motion, right? It just disappears very quickly, and the lightning bolt travels through the chair and through the desk that's in there, and then within a second, though, there is an outflux of force energy that I need everybody to roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Nice.
Worth that.
Oh, that was intense. Yeah, Buster was not prepared for it to be that
Did
big.
Desna bless me to not have a -2 anymore to all saving throws?
Nope.
Oh, yeah,
Desna
your stone
really should have
curse.
done that because I did something super unexpected and admirable.
Well, maybe you should have asked.
Well, maybe I was in the moment of storytelling, Thomas, and you should have stepped up as DM and joking.
That would have been like, I agree, but also mechanically, would you also like to do this?
Guys, I had 3 5s and a 6 in that
Oh, gosh.
8d6 roll. That was wild.
All right, Chozo.
4.
4. Max.
12.
12.
Or no, sorry, 13.
13. Buster.
19.
Ooh, okay. And Ignis.
12.
12. All right.
Actually, you know what? Does a 12 fail?
Are you allowed to know beforehand?
Well, in Indomitable, you can re-roll a saving throw that you fail.
It fails.
I would also like to
That was
reroll.
I'm glad our re-rolls are really working for us tonight.
I know. I feel so bad for wasting Ned's inspiration on a 6.
It's never a waste when the dice are telling a story.
Oh, I have a cool thing if I fail a deck save, but that hasn't happened yet.
All right, hold on. Getting a few more dice out. Just give me a second. All right.
Oh my gosh. Oh yes, let's go. Look at all those dice.
Let's go! Let's go, all the dice! I can take it!
She's gone. Guys, she's gone full Ignis. We gotta bring her back.
That is going to be of the 12d6 damage I rolled.
Holy crap.
That is going to be 39 points of force damage. Halved for Buster.
Halved for me.
Yes, because you succeeded.
39?
The center of the wave.
Yeah, 39.
By the way, I have not cast. I said last time I cast Aid, but I thought we were 8 hours or closer. I would not have cast that because it only lasts for 8 hours, and you just told us.
I'll allow that.
Okay.
I'll allow that.
Because that's
Yeah.
what I thought
That would be
we were establishing last time. But
Sure.
so nobody has the plus 10 to their thing.
39. What does that have to?
That's going to be 18.
Holy crap.
And let me roll a percentile dice here.
Thomas, if you take all this loot after like basically half-lifing us.
Half-Life 3? What?
Maybe it's a good thing I put the boat right underneath it. Something's gonna just fly into the ship.
As all of you just get rocked back, your boat also getting pushed back.
Does it take damage?
It does. It will say the half damage because it is a magical boat, and it does sort of like list as a result, and so with the intense force, and so you can easily write it though. Write it, and as you look up, you see that most of the contents of this bubble are now floating in the astral plane, starting to drift apart. Not being like blown apart, because again, they were inside the bubble exploded out, and only some minor damage to some of the items, not an excessive amount. So,
But the chair and table are done, so.
I'd say the upholstery on the chair is, that's mainly from the lightning though. So
That was our main target, was the chair. We wanted the chair. We wanted somewhere to sit. Now what was the point?
dang it.
Well, shoot, I'm still alive. I'm going to start gathering stuff. We've already come this far.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let it float
Yeah,
away.
we're like, oh, that hurt. We'll just leave it.
Did we die? Buster,
I feel bad.
Everyone's lied on the ground and Buster's standing there, like holding his head, like.
Phazon has reverted to a minor spirit.
Oh no!
But just give me a
Phazon!
10-minute ritual and he'll be back. He'll be fine.
All right. Go to the nearest boulder and have you jump out
Buster
for
goes,
a pit stop.
I did not know it would do that.
You're yelling, I did not know. What? Because your ears
Blown
are
out
blown
his ears.
Yeah.
Everybody's ears are blown out.
And his are so big, they catch all the sound.
It's just a cavernous, cacophonous noise in there.
Ignis is deeply regretting letting Buster be the one to cast a spell on the bubble. And fully blames him for how hurt they feel.
Should we start, Captain? Should we start grabbing booty? The treasure booty, the booty of treasure.
Chozo is already one step ahead of you.
What? You're feeling pressure?
Don't worry about my feelings.
You need healing? We all need healing.
Nobody's peeling anything.
There's not a ceiling here. We're in a void.
There's a boy? What?
Guys,
No, I'm getting annoyed. I am getting annoyed.
You are annoying, yes.
guys, everybody get inspiration down. That was very fun. That was a good Princess Bride moment there.
I'm just whistling the girl from Ipanema as I'm flying towards the loot.
Ned, could you answer a question for me I've had for like decades?
Decades.
Where are a bird's ears?
Well, they just don't have external ear parts Like, we have external organs around our ears that help to funnel and guide the sound in. They still have like eardrums and cochlea and all that stuff. They just don't have.
Really?
Yeah.
Aren't they just like holes in the side of the skull under the
I believe
feathers?
so.
Okay. That's crazy.
But he knew that Ned would know, and he could give a 20-minute talk on aviary.
You think I don't know bird facts? Quote Brendan Lee.
No one
No, you
thinks
do.
that.
That's the thing. We know.
Nobody thinks that anymore. You've quelched that curiosity. Everyone knows for a fact you know bird things.
There we go.
It's indisputable. All right. Let me roll on the random loot here to figure out how much you've got.
A dozen Ioun stones from inside of that jewelry box.
Okay. So we're first going to do that. Hold on.
What is an Ioun stone? Because I just keep hearing IOU stone.
So an Ioun stone is a magical gem that floats around your head, and depending on the color and shape of the gem, it can do all sorts of different things.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of like distinct things you can do. All right. So here we go. First off, yeah. So you're able to grab 15,000 gold worth of gems.
Yeah.
From here.
The chest of emotional baggage is open for the...
You just start like throwing it like across the weightless expanse of the astral plane. And
I told you this would be worth
it.
taking. I told you we would not regret keep.
This is like a
along.
Mario Party mini game right now. Just like
We just
With about the same level of consequences, yeah.
Dude, it's like we open up the chest of emotional baggage and it's like, wait a second, somebody popped our astral bubble.
Somebody else popped it.
Wow.
Now that we know that that can happen, we got to be checking our thing more often.
You're gonna land on Bowser space and lose it all. Okay, here we go.
Maybe we'll just be pirates of the astral plane from now on. We'll just.
This isn't bad.
Yes.
This isn't
Very
bad.
profitable for us.
Skulls and Shackles might just become Spelljammer. Surprise!
Yeah, it's a good setting.
I gotta say, I think the likelihood of us finding another bubble is insane.
Yeah, it really was like a 0.0001%.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
There's always a chance.
Statistics don't lie. All right.
Don't tell me
you
the odds.
see,
Never tell me the odds.
You see one of the main items that you pick up is a peculiar hammer. The reason why it's peculiar is because at the end of the hammer doesn't necessarily have like a traditional flat edge. It's got two faces on it that seem dwarvish in nature. It's more like a maul, but
Is this a worm box all over again? Do they look like us?
but it is it's not. It's not. It is. It is paper
It's
mache.
a
Though.
worm
No, I'm
box.
just kidding.
Oh my gosh. That's how it goes. We find Fleeple's bag of holding.
No, it is made of very fine metal craftsmanship, though. So there is that, and then finally,
These must be early adventurers if this is the only thing that's in their bag of holding.
oh no, there's a lot. I'm still rolling here. Give me.
I don't feel like early adventurers got a full table in their bag of holding. It's kind of smart, actually, to have a full table in there. Like, that would be nice, just to randomly pull out a table.
How do you put it in?
It's magic.
It's a Mary Poppins bag. It grows to the size.
You're asking how we put it in after we've put in, like, so many things into this one?
We didn't put a table.
Yeah. How do you eat an elephant one leg at a time?
It is fun to see, though, like the warping of space and time when you put a big thing in a little thing. Buster looks at Chozo. He goes, would you have actually tried to teleport inside it at some point?
I'm too smart for that, obviously.
Okay.
Does Chozo go like and turn to the camera and been like,
Mad bunny face. And
Yeah.
Don't mind me just resummoning my owl.
yes.
Who?
He's catching on.
It is. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if it was the sudden shock of loads of explosion directly in our faces, but yeah, I feel loose. I feel nice and loose.
You see a variety of magical items getting thrown into the chest of emotional baggage. There are notable items here. Most of them will need to be identified is the problem here. So, can we just say there's no real time crunch when it comes to, like, you're not being pursued. You are a few hours away. Can we just say, for everyone's sake, that yes, we can cast Identify. You can find out each of these items. You already know.
Thomas, you're the DM. You can do whatever you want.
And ritual
Well, I am
cast,
the-
so like we take the 10
Yes,
minutes.
exactly.
Are we
Yeah.
long
Exactly.
resting? Are we short resting to roll
Yes,
for
we
hit
are.
points?
Yes, we are long resting before we get to the city.
Well, I mean, we can short rest and roll hit points. We almost never do that.
Yeah, if it's 8 hours away, though, I think we're okay to long rest.
You could.
yeah, we might as well just sleep on the boat.
I mean, just go a little slower and give us all 8 hours of sleep and get there 2 hours
There you
after
go.
that.
So, these are the items that you now have. You will want to write this down. Okay. First off, a unique item which is looks like a pale gray stone. And you're like, this is a piece of junk. But then, Buster, you're like, hold up. This is interesting. Which, I don't know if this is going to be interesting to you, Buster. But as you look at this just like really dull stone, you cast Identify. This is a stone of controlling earth elementals.
Holy crap.
Oh my gosh.
If the stone is touching the ground, you can use an action to speak its command word and summon an earth elemental, as if you had cast the Conjure Elemental spell. Spell can't be used this way again until the next dawn, and the stone weighs 5 pounds.
Are these all in-world loot that we can look up later, or are they in these homebrew that we need to take notes on?
These are all in-world loot that you can look up. So I'll just give you the names here. So Stone of Controlling Earth Elementals. The next one, the unique hammer I described, is the Hammer of Thunderbolts. Next one, from
wonder
the
what that
jewelry
does.
box, you have the Ring of Animal Influence.
Influencing animals.
Well, that's offensive.
You have Armor of Resistance, specific to, in this case, necrotic.
What kind of armor is that?
It is going to be half plate. You have a Cloak of Elven Kind.
Nice.
Ooh.
And although most of the jewelry was ornate and not magical in design, there were 2 stones, Ioun stones.
Yay.
Hey.
One of them is an absorption Ioun, and then the last one is an intellect Ioun. So, with those magic items split up with the dollar value, I should say the 15,000 is not just in gems. It's nice clothes, it's costumes, it's the good books, it's literature. It's just a flat 15,000 gold pieces worth of wealth that you could trade in at your local good bookstore.
Leather-bound books, and my desk is made of rich mahogany.
That's the
But
desk
somebody
in there.
hit it with a
the
lightning
table that was
bolt.
floating around. The desk. It's a rich mahogany. It's Ron Burgundy's bag of holding.
There we go. So, I don't know if you want to give out any of these magic items. I know figuring out what each of these magic items are, what they'll do. Ioun Stone's intellect, I'm guessing, is probably going to go to Buster because it boasts his intelligence by 2.
That would max me out to 20. Yeah.
What does absorption do? What does that mean?
Absorption, real quick, you can use your reaction to cancel a spell of 4th level or lower. That is targeting you. So
Nice.
there you go.
I think that should go to the one of the 2 more tanky characters.
Can Max wear half plate?
He can. He has actually. That's
Is he
my.
proficient in half plate?
No, it's a breastplate. What is the freaking crap? I can wear medium armor. Oh, half plate is medium armor. So yeah, I can do that. So the armor goes. Does anybody else do medium armor?
No, I'm all fabric.
I have to be attuned to the
squishy.
right vestige, so I'm just not going to worry about it.
I mean, I can, but didn't you? I guess we took it. You had the armor.
Yeah,
of
I have the armor of water
the
walking.
water
which is
walking, and
a
then
breastplate,
the breastplate from.
which I can put back on now
Yeah.
that we're not trying to swim underwater.
I assume the half plate though is gonna give you more.
Does Chozo want the Elvenkind cloak? I feel like that would suit.
Ooh. Because it gives you advantage on stealth checks. My stealth is only +2.
But it also makes it harder for you to be perceived by
Half
by
plate does
perception
give me
checks.
disadvantage.
So if
Yeah,
you're roguey
it's-
at all,
I have disadvantage.
Half plate does
so-
give whoever the wearer is disadvantage on stealth.
that's what I'm saying. So like the elvish kind person could be the more stealthy.
But we don't stealth
scouty.
Or we could combine the Cloak of Elvenkind with the half plate to just
Cancel each
negate
other
the
that.
disadvantage on stealth checks.
I'm good at stealth, but we rarely do it. Because it's just not something we do. And it's also
What, you mean this
because we're just going
Fast and Furious Tokyo
yeah.
Drift is not going to be a stealth
it's also
mission?
not really Max's like
And it
MO.
only really
he doesn't
works
really
on-
stealth when he's slaying beasts. That's not his purview. He just goes in and fights, but
I mean, Buster would love it because he loves the.
he does. The half plate of resistance, so it just resists. It's a half plate that also resists necrotic damage. Correct, Thomas?
Yes.
Resist is just D&D language for having the damage.
Yes, halved.
Who's getting the hammer? Who's taking the hammer?
The,
Ignis?
so, rules as written, it says, at least on D&D Beyond, you must be wearing the Belt of Giant Strength and the Gauntlets of Ogre Power to attune to this weapon.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is a one of 3 quests.
So it
to get
stays in
this.
the chest of emotional baggage.
Yeah, that's a hold on and sell or trade away or, I don't know.
Or used to impress.
Buster goes, would anybody be against me having the Stone of Earth Elemental control?
I think that would be appropriate for you to have that.
Excellent.
You just need your word for it needs to somehow fit in the Taco Bell pantheon.
But elementals aren't of the first world.
It has to fit in the Taco Bell pantheon. We've established this is a magical feature.
That is an order from your captain.
We have established that in this
Aye,
world,
Captain.
Order from
magical
your
code
captain.
words are Taco Bell.
Quesorito.
All right.
Live
All
Moss.
right.
Jake, is it just a normal breastplate for you?
It's water walk. It's a +1 breastplate that gives me water walking. So technically, I have the same armor class for both of them because it's a +1 breastplate. Because a regular half plate is 15 plus dex, breastplate 14. But
I'll take the half plate then, being
you can wear that. What kind of armor do you wear? I don't even remember.
technically she just has a chain shirt on from what's her face? The chain shirt
Smythe?
from her husband, Smythe, the one we left to die.
Yes.
Devil lady.
Devil lady.
Yeah, and Buster's holding the ring, and he goes, honestly, I don't know what use this will be to us at all at any point. But Captain, I mean, you hunt monsters. You should have
Feel like
animal influence.
Feel like
ring.
you're stereotyping me, but okay.
he'll take the.
I mean, look at he points at your necklace. He goes, I don't think I'm the one stereotyping.
I think you are. I think you need to turn the mirror around and look at yourself, okay? Because if anyone needs to influence animal, it's the rabbit. No, I'm joking.
Come off it. I'm not an animal. I'm a man. I'm a man.
I'm not an animal. I'm a man. How have we not done that yet?
Jake should definitely take it. That's pretty cool. You can do animal friendship, you could cast fear, or you can cast speak with animals.
I will take
with
that.
it.
I will take that.
That's really cool.
Speak with animals, so I don't even have to use it as a friggin' spell.
Buster holds the cloak out to Chozo. He goes, you can have the cloak of elvenkind. And you can see it kind of hurts him a little bit to hand it to you.
Uh-huh. Okay.
What does the Cloak of Elvenkind do again?
Whoa. As you try to do that,
Yeah,
Ignis will
hold
stop.
up. Hold
Are
up,
we
Buster.
giving loot away now
Yeah, you're not just-
to just anybody who's coming with us?
What?
That's valuable magical loot there.
Yeah, am I the only one who remembers we're about to do one of the most dangerous things we've ever done? All the loot we can wear goes on the bodies right now.
What does the cloak do again?
Advantage on stealth checks and disadvantage on perception checks to see them.
So, right now, Max gets ring. Ignis gets armor. Buster gets Ioun Stone. Chozo gets Ioun Stone.
I got 2 stones. One of them is a rock guy.
And then the hammer just goes back in. Okay.
Yes. Or can a rock elemental wield a hammer?
If it's attuned to
Okay,
the
okay.
Gauntlets of Ogre Power and the Belt of
Okay,
Giant
okay.
Strength.
Yeah.
All right, I just called you attuned to these things.
Sorry.
Real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Ned, what's your stealth?
My stealth is +2.
+2. Okay. Mine is
+8.
But +2 with advantage. It's the scouting idea. Do we want to give it to the scout who can look ahead, but we haven't done that much, or do we want to give it to the guy who doesn't have much stealth, but it gives him advantage, so it can help? It's true.
That's what I'm thinking. Is like we are not a strong link team. We're a weak link team. Like whichever one of us is bad at a thing is going to drag the rest of us down on that thing. So,
okay, glass
I
half
don't know.
empty.
You're really good at Dex. I'm really good at Dex. Ignis is built like a house.
What's your Ignis? What's your stealth?
She's a dexterity character. She is not a strength-based character. My stealth is a +3.
+3, Buster.
+2, but I can add to it because of my bunniness. I have an ability that lets me increase Dex saves.
I'm good giving it to Chozo then, but Ignis is not.
Buster doesn't do it like forcefully. He just kind of suggests.
I'm just saying, we're just giving loot away to whoever.
Ignis, he's a member of the crew. We wouldn't be here without him.
She kind of glares. What's it happen?
Yeah, that's right. You better. I'm sure.
I mean, it's kind of green and has leaves all over it. I think no matter what the features are, I couldn't imagine you wearing it, Ignis.
It's not for me. It's just I'm hesitant to give away strong magical items to just whoever happens to be with us. She glares at him again.
Oh boy. I'm sure we can talk to Chozo later about it, but it's what he needs in the moment.
Buster just looks at him, waiting for Chozo to speak.
I'm just like looking back and forth between Ignis and Max as they're speaking, and I'm like, when Ignis speaks, I move my hand away. When Max speaks, I move my hand toward, and it's just like this constant back and forth.
Buster's like, it's usually like this. It's usually a little bit like this, Chozo. Just take the cloak and...
Ignis will let it happen without further comment, as she will watch him kind of warily the whole time, and as she does, she reaches into a pocket and pulls out her glasses of minute seeing and drops it into our chest of emotional holding and unattunes from it so that she can start attuning to the armor of resistance.
Max is gonna put on the breastplate of Water Walk, by the way. Sorry.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll take the cloak, swing it around my shoulders, and immediately just put up the hood and sit back down and start resummoning Phazon.
Right.
Hey, it's
So
harder
take
to
an
see
action
you now.
to put the hood up.
You begin to hide.
Yeah, I am sinking back into the darkest corner of the boat that I can find.
And the ship almost grows around you, creating a little cubby for you in this instance for the 10 minutes as you bring back your familiar here. And the rest of you, having put away the loot, the magic items, divvying it out, you cast back off after this complete random encounter to now go to the Githyanki portal. And that is where we end this week's episode of I Cast Fireball.
I feel better about our plan now, Buster says out loud as the ship.
I feel good, guys.
Yeah.
I feel real good.
So much less shaky.
Well, players, thank you so much for playing with me. But listeners, thank you for listening with me as we're all listening to this together. And we are all just going through this collective experience in our own way, but all together at the same time in a way. If you want to reach out to us, shoot us an email at icastfireball2020@gmail.com or at our socials at icastfireball20. You can leave us a 5-star review on the podcatcher of your choice. For instance, we got a 5-star review from FFFGHETVXF, where the subject line is a thumbs up emoji. This is one of the best actual plays I've listened to. It has a good mix of role-playing and dice rolling along with the crisp audio. Crisp audio. Snaps for Mickey for the crisp audio. Thank you, FFFGHETVXF, for the review. If you want to get shouted out, you can reach out to us in any one of those ways. Or if you just want to talk to us in a more daily, weekly, monthly, whatever capacity, You can join our patron-exclusive Discord channel at the $5 tier, or you can join at the $3 tier to get bonus warm-ups, which we occasionally reference during episodes every week. Or you can look at our bonus podcast that we have called Fizzband, which is a visual podcast, which we have exclusive for our patrons at the $3 tier level. Speaking of Patreon, our sister podcast, they've got a Patreon, or they've got a bonus podcast that they're doing on over there. Not only do they have 4 years worth of content, many of it being 1 month mini adventures you can just dive in using the Fate Accelerated system, they have an ongoing Dungeon World campaign over there as well, Ned. Yeah?
That is correct. We've got all kinds of Fae shenanigans happening in that campaign. I mean, my players made it to the Fae realm. What are we doing with our lives?
Man, well, they beat us to it. We'll see if we'll get there before they're done with it. Don't forget to leave them a 5-star review on the way out. Lastly, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends and fellow wacky adventurers. But until next time, I'm Thomas, your DM, and around the table we have
Lieutenant Ignis Harkon.
Maximus Shans.
Chozo Lebec.
And Buster Bilgewater.
Let's keep that fire going, everybody, and we'll see you all next time.